When the word work is mentioned, most people would think of a corporate job entailing meetings and business lunches. However, Jade and Dwayne, tattoo artists at King Kong Tattoo Studio, are living out their passion of creating art on skin. Ever since the human race has had the ability to mark their skin, which stretches back thousands of years, they have done so. Deliberately and permanently applying various types of ink to the skin is practiced by numerous cultures for a variety of reasons. This can be for proof of status, rites of passage, to ward off evil, and for group identity, to name just a handful. There is an underlying ideology with all art forms, which is especially true in tattoo art, that these skin creations all represent a fundamental meaning to the individual or group.
While growing up, I drew at everything, on the paper, walls, sidewalks, clothes, and even on myself and friends at school. I knew I had it in me to be artistic, and it was almost uncontrollable. As far as getting into tattooing, I didn't see it coming ever. Well, eventually, I found a place that was looking for a tattoo and piercing apprentice, so I went down there with my drawing portfolio and pleaded my case. Then, they told me that I would have to prove it to them that I was serious about getting to the business and I had to work for it. That was something I was always taught while growing up. If you want something, it doesn't get handed down to you. You have to work for it. The media exposure has really blown up across. On one hand, you could say that it's not an accurate representation of what tattooing really is. But you know what? Tattooing does have drama. It's not glamorous, and sometimes these projects take a really long time to complete, and the client makes you want to pull your hair out.
You just get engaged with skin. It's not wall or glass. Skin to me is very important because you capture what is living art for eternity, as relative to the wearer itself. For me, it's just the whole idea that captures me. The idea of expressing our artistry on a living subject. In this way, the paying customer does not buy your painting or hang on the wall. He wears it, like it or not. The most commonly embraced tattooing technique would be the electromagnetic machine, which is what I'm using now. Everybody knows how to use it, and you can get an apprenticeship based on it. There was supposed to be an engraving machine, but apparently someone engraved their own hand with an ink by mistake. But it turned out nice. No history lessons here, but there's really a huge array of techniques available. Eskimos used to sew. They would blacken a thread with soot, lift up their fur coat or whatever they're wearing, and just starting to thread on their skin. As for now, if you have a tattoo, I don't think you'll stand out that much. But if you're extensively tattooed, you'll always stick out. I think that's the beauty for the tattoo tribe. Like what I always tell my friends, there are only two types of people in the world, tattooed or non-tattooed people.
So there you go, folks. Jade and Dwayne have helped to shed light on tattooing as a profession and have showed us that as long as you are passionate about what you do and have the will to succeed, work becomes thoroughly enjoyable.